Now, the most accurate weather forecast in South Texas with meteorologist Juan Acuna.
Welcome back, everyone. Dust from the Sahara Desert is back in South Texas, and it's even worse than the first time around about a week ago. And reports from the National Weather Service show that the cloud of African haze is expected to be over our area for the next several days. So if you have any respiratory issues, such as allergies or asthma, be sure to keep any of your medications or inhalers close by. And also this viewer view sent in by Eric Dees, this was out at Snoopy's Pier, shows the Saharan dust obstructing the sunset from last night. A gorgeous shot, and you can really see that dust off in the distance there and covering the entire sun, and you're able to see it pretty perfectly on this picture. So thanks, Eric Dees, for sending that on in. And there is still plenty of dust that's off in the Caribbean, making its way over to the Gulf of Mexico. This is not too far. This is about an hour old, and you can continue to see all this haze over South Texas, and there's still plenty more out here in the Caribbean as well. This should be a pretty clear picture. We should be able to see the deep blue waters of the Gulf of Mexico, but all this dust right here, it's kind of that milky haze that you see going over the Yucatan Peninsula. This is going to continue to stream right on into South Texas, and unfortunately that haze is going to stay with us for the next several days, so we might have to get used to it. Our water temperature out at Packery Channel has warmed close to 90 degrees. It's at 89 right now, same temperature as we are here in the city, but 97 off in Georgia West. Orange Grove looks like we finally got your reading back. It's 96 there, 95 off in Alice, and into the upper 80s near the coastline. But factor in the humidity and those high dew points, and it feels like 103 here in Corpus Christi, topping out at 109 earlier this afternoon. 104 out at the Naval Air Station, and still holding on to 105 for our friends out in Kingsville. With south-southeasterly winds continuing around 10 to 20 miles an hour, they will relax once again early tomorrow morning. That will allow another round of some inland fog, dropping visibility to about 1 to 3 miles. So use caution there. And then tomorrow afternoon, another round of south-southeasterly winds sustained close to 20 miles an hour, calming down again early Wednesday morning, and then on into Wednesday afternoon. You guessed it, the breeze right on ahead stays with us. So the evening forecast for tonight shows temperatures falling into the lower 80s by 10 o'clock with southeasterly winds right around 11 miles an hour, and the weather pattern is pretty quiet at this point. Mostly sunny skies. Yeah, that's actually a cold front. There's not a whole lot of cold air associated with it. All it's really doing is bringing another chance of some shower activity for the folks in the Panhandle and off into the Permian Basin of West Texas. That's as far as it's going to go. It's going to retreat back up to the north as a warm front, and will eventually be picked up by this next cold front that's up in the northern plains, and this is going to push off to the southeast. So instead of coming straight down to the south, this is all going to be going to the southeast, and all this rainfall that's over there in the eastern half of the United States, that's going to stay put. And we have high pressure that is pretty much protecting us from any type of cool weather. Of course, it's not that time of the year to get any cool weather, but any rainfall that is. But this high pressure going to keep a dome on us for the next several days, and temperatures right underneath that dome are hot. 101 out in Dallas, 97 up the road in San Antonio. But notice Amarillo, where that little weak front has gone through, temperatures are holding only to the lower 80s. So as we go into Tuesday, high pressure remains in place. It's going to be hazy, hot. It's going to be humid as well. All the rainfall continuing to be off into the southeastern half of the United States. So as we put the future tracker upper levels in motion going on into Thursday, high pressure still close by. And then it starts to build back to the south, so any chance of rain really does get squashed as we go into the next several days on into the weekend as well. The only thing we can really rely on is a stray sea breeze shower, but even our long-range rainfall models show rainfall all around south central Texas. We remain dry. This is all the way until Tuesday of next week, so still not seeing a whole lot of rainfall, unfortunately, for us here. So the forecast for tomorrow calls for highs in the low to mid 90s, remaining hazy, heat indices close to 110, south-southeasterly winds 10 to 20 miles an hour, 88 out in Port Aransas, ranging from 102 for Freer out into Heavenville as well. As we look at the NEC Co-op Energy 7-day forecast, we go to 76, 94 tomorrow, 76 and 95 on Wednesday. It's going to remain blazing hot and humid with heat indices from 100 to 110 plus, and those afternoon highs in the middle to upper 90s. Lee, Priscilla.